Hey everybody, and welcome to another edition of the Nails Next Top Nail Artist Recap Show, episode 8. I can't believe we're on 8.
I know.
I'm Elaine Watson and I'm your host, joined by the beautiful co-host, Beth Livesay from Nails Magazine.
Thanks everyone. Happy Recap Wednesday.
Happy Recap Wednesday.
Yeah.
We're like making it a holiday.
I know, well, the chat, they already started saying that. I'm like, that's cool.
Oh my gosh,
that caught
cool.
on.
I didn't know you got that from the chat. That's so cute.
Yeah.
So, as always, today we have a beautiful giveaway of our brush kit in either red, black, or white.
Nice.
So before you get settled down, make sure you go to kupainc.com/pages/win, sign up to win, stay in the chat in the chat, like both our pages, and you'll be entered to win the free drawing, which we'll announce at the end of the chat.
Yep.
Also, everybody's a winner. As always, until Friday at midnight Pacific time, you can use Nails Mag promo code at kupainc.com to receive 25% off everything except education, the workbook, parts and services, and repairs. So I've got that out of the way. We have so much to cover today.
I know, it's an interesting week.
It's a really special day.
It's a
I'm not
special
going to
week.
lie.
Yeah.
This is a special day, and next week is a special day. Because we're getting down to KUPA Week.
Yay.
I'm really excited.
Yeah.
I've got, I don't know if you can see it in the camera, I'm wearing my KUPA shoes today.
You surely are.
I'm wearing my KUPA
love
red
those shoes.
stilettos.
Yeah.
So, wearing my bit of red for
You
KUPA.
got to support, yeah.
So, we still have to talk about, though, what's been going on, what they've
Exactly.
been working on before we start talking all about us, because it's not always about us.
Not always, but
Kind of,
yeah.
We're like the prom queen for next week.
You are.
But we're so excited. We're talking about it the week before.
I am so excited, though.
Yeah, I am too.
It's going to be good.
So let's do a reminder of what last week's challenge
Yes.
is, and I always like it that you deliver that.
So last week we had Bio Seaweed Gel as a sponsor, and it was called 2 Negatives Make a Positive. So we saw negative space nail art. And then it was really cool because we saw succulents, we saw a lot of cubes, we saw a lot of outer space.
I know, a lot of space.
Yeah, that was kind of the theme of the day.
Yeah, it was really cool. We have 3 top winners, and our
Absolutely.
3 top winners were Haley Fortenberry, Hemi Park, and Valerie Ducharme.
Congrats.
Congratulations.
Good job, ladies.
But there can only be one winner.
Yeah, unfortunately.
And this week's one winner was Haley Fortenberry.
Second week in a row.
Second
awesome.
week.
Good job, Haley.
I was going back through because we've done so many episodes.
Right,
and I was texting you yesterday going, pretty amazing because, you know,
Your
we
cheat
haven't.
sheet.
Yeah, this is my cheat sheet.
I love it.
We haven't broken down like who has won what weeks.
Right.
And so I think it's kind of important that we mention this.
Let's recap.
You know, week 1 was Ashton. She had won week 1.
Yep.
Sammy, gone but not
know.
forgotten.
No, totally.
Won week 2, and then it was Valerie 3. Valerie 4, and now it's Haley 5.
Now Haley's taking it back.
Yeah, week 6.
Yeah.
Doesn't coincide with episodes because we
Right,
started this
right.
before, but we've got kind of like a little battle royale because, you know, we still have Valerie in the game and we still have Haley in the game.
And remember, we have a top 3 that get flown to Orlando. So I feel like we're, you know, we just need 3. And so it's very interesting to look at who's been winning. And I mean, ladies, I know you're in the chat. It's the last leg. We're down to the wire. You got to push it. We're almost there.
This is where you
We're
put
almost there.
everything on the table.
Absolutely.
Everything.
Absolutely.
Every blood, sweat, tear, minute. Like, so sorry if you thought the weeks leading up to this week have been stressful.
Harder.
Yeah, you have to
It's
just
gonna get
squeeze
harder.
a little bit more out of yourselves.
Absolutely.
Because the competition is steep. We have some fierce competitors now.
Absolutely.
So congratulations to Haley. She's the clear winner, second week in a row. Guest judge Helen Liu of Bio Seaweed Gel said, "Love the airy design you chose and how you incorporated plants. After all, we are a part of that family. Seaweed, too. Loved the individual details you included on each nail."
Absolutely.
Yeah. Do Jan, because then I'll do her and you can do you.
Right. So Jan was saying that she loved, all caps, loved these nails. They are so beautiful. Please keep the demo clean and upright so we can learn about your great techniques. Please teach versus just show. Nice use of negative space. I want to just clarify a little bit.
Goes back to that conversation we had about how important a video even is.
Exactly. And Jan's thing is teach versus show. So what Jan means when she says that is, you know, in the video we're watching you work, we can see what you're doing. So you don't need to tell us every little thing you're doing. You know, if you want to edit out some stuff a little bit, I would say give us your tips or give us your lessons learned. Like if you're sculpting or filing, we can see that you're sculpting or filing. You don't need to say, and then I sculpted and then I filed. Like, give us some tips. Like, you know, I sculpted this by using a mold with a balloon, or you know what I'm saying? Something like that. So that's kind of what Jan means.
Definitely. Yeah. And I even have to say, because we've now incorporated videos this week, so you're going to see a 2-minute clip of the original videos, which you can also go over to NTNA on Nails Magazine's website and see the full version. But so I've been watching them, and I have pretty much kept my tongue, and later in the broadcast we'll talk more, but I do want to say too, kind of remember that the general public is also going to be watching it, as well as pros. And if you can, kind of think about, even if you're not on camera, if you're talking with a smile, you sound so differently on.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I'm going to touch on this again later as part of our super scoop.
Yeah, of course.
But yeah, just keep that in mind. Like you know, don't do like those public broadcasts like they used to do, like today. My joke is about knitting. Like today we're going to talk about knitting. You know, like put some personality in there. I know they have it.
They all have great personalities.
Yeah, but demo videos, sometimes it's hard to understand that you can have that personality, and you can.
Totally.
Just get some energy before
and they're
you talk.
editing themselves, which I think is hard, because it's like, you know, when you have to talk about yourself, sometimes it can be really difficult, and then to edit yourself, you just can't see yourself in a different light. So I totally understand the struggle, but you know, they have great personalities. We want to see it.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So you all met Yuriko last week.
Yes, that was so fun.
So I'm going to be her voice this week since she's not here, and she said, my best Yuriko. She said, gorgeous set with lots of negative space. I love how she worked in succulents as breathable elements. There's so much detailing and work that goes into them. Look at those tiny petals. The succulents are almost abstract, geometric shapes that work nicely with the overall nail design. Crazy work on the bulb succulents. The audio in the video is hard to hear at one point, and the music can get distracting, but good focus on the tips. And judges are in 2 different places. I mean, I think Jan was still in Paris. Yuriko is somewhere here in California. So they had the same video comments, so it definitely means something when you hear it twice.
Totally. My comments for Haley, these nails were so Haley. I thought they were instantly recognizable to me, because now I think, you know, we're getting far enough where you kind of know their personalities, you know their styles, and you know, having seen Haley do the competition before, it was recognizable to me this was Haley and her aesthetic, which I love that she stayed true to herself, and she also stayed true to the challenge and what the rules were. The succulent concept was great, and I just thought really on trend. You know, succulents are trendy. So it was a great way to bring like a trend.
It was trendy. I think they're cool, like you are. You're seeing a lot of people getting little succulents for their desks.
Yuriko has them on her desk.
Oh, does she?
Totally.
My soon-to-be niece-in-law, which is so strange to even say.
Yeah,
we went shopping just, I don't know, a few months ago, and she was all about the succulents for her desk at work. So it really is. They're getting them really, so it was cool. I'd never seen them on a nail.
Exactly. So now we have.
Way to go.
Good job,
way to
Haley.
be unique. So this time we only have one safe, which means nobody's safe anymore.
Well, this week we do 2, 2, 2. So 2 safe, 2 top, 2 bottom. I had to look it up though, because my brain is fried, and it was a long time ago that we had a top 6. But yeah, so 1 safe spot this week. This past week, 2 this week, and then when we get down to 4, it goes away.
Stress. So anyways, Dana's safe. Congratulations on being
you got
safe.
That safe spot.
And then we have to have a not loser. I hate this part.
I know, the worst part.
So the nail tech packing up her brushes this week is Jenna Jupin, which, you know, I love everybody. Every time we do this, I hate it.
It's so hard. And
it's
now
like I got to go to counseling every week because I keep losing one of my precious babies.
Well, pour yourself a drink every week.
That's about it.
Totally.
It's about it. I love it. I really am following these ladies on their Facebook pages, so it's painful when I see you guys go.
And we're so far in, you get to know them. Like, you know them now. And you're like, oh my God, I have to lose you.
But at least I don't have to go through a full, you know, pain of loss, because we have the CND Design Lab, which means Jenna will go on to go versus whoever won last week. We'll just reveal that later.
Right.
So
Good job.
congratulations, Jenna. We hope that you do well in design
Yes.
lab is all I'm going to say there, but good luck to both.
Yes,
her and whoever the winner
absolutely.
is. So we need to recall what they are doing and what nails we're going to see
Right.
this week.
Right. So this week, I've been looking forward to it for months. It's called Thrill Seeker. It's sponsored by Gel2. So Gel2's new 4D gel allows nail techs to take their nail art to the next level. So kind of playing off that, they were challenging the contestants to make a theme park on 10 nail tips. So no hands. There had to be multi-dimensional sculpting, hand painting, and there had to be one movable component, and these had to be original theme parks. So they couldn't like rebuild Disneyland or anything like that. It had to be of their own imagination.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that was a good addition on their part because
Absolutely.
I don't know, I hate when things are just so literal.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And then we would have seen 6 Disneylands.
I know.
We live here.
close
I'm like,
to it. I
I
don't
live
wanna
right.
see it
I
anymore.
hear the fireworks every night in Disneyland. I'm actually
Yeah, we
going
don't want to
tonight.
see Disneyland.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Ashton Harlan, my sneaky sneak of her, this is a PSA. I'm going to call this a PSA because when I saw this, I thought this is a good lesson for people.
Yeah.
Because some of our accessories this day and age can be a little
Right.
dangerous.
Right.
And this is, security considered her friend Amber's purse a weapon and they had to ditch it.
This has happened to me. True story. This
Yeah.
exact same thing has happened to me because I had a purse like this.
That's
totally
crazy.
true. Yeah.
They
it's
put
awful.
R.I.P. pretty bag.
I know.
Let's
It's
have a
awful.
moment of silence
I wish
for
they
the
would
pretty
put
bag.
that, on the list of things
I
not to bring because
know.
women like spending money on their accessories.
Like seriously, I mean, I don't know. I think it's crazy that it got taken
but
away.
I feel you, Ashton.
I feel you. It was a really cute bag. I hope you were able to go back and get another one.
Yeah.
So now we're adding our edition of the video. So I want to
Yay.
do a little, just a prelude to the video.
Sure.
So all these videos can be anywhere, what is it, between 4 and 6 minutes in total?
Yeah, I think we tell them 3 to 5 is a sweet
Okay.
spot, but then they can go a little bit longer.
So we didn't want to do the whole 5
Totally.
minutes. So what I had our amazing graphics guy, John Tran, take each video and clip them down to at least 2 minutes.
Okay.
So the downside is I got no sound because
Okay.
they're talking and it's gonna cut over it. So we're gonna give a little play-by-play as we
gonna
play
do
these
it.
videos
We're
and
gonna
see what we
comment.
can come
Yeah,
out with. But
absolutely.
this is Ashton's video of her gorgeous design. So.
Yeah, so Ashton's was kind of virtual reality.
Yeah, she took it to a different place.
Yeah, so she sculpted a girl, and then she's kind of wearing the glasses, and then I think she's showing the different roller coaster scenarios.
For different locations. She
Right.
picked some interesting locations, like a Pacific
Right.
coaster, Pyramid Peaks, Everest Climb, and Safari Serpentine.
Right, and then the movable component is the little buffering that's at the bottom that she showed a few minutes ago. But
It's like the loading of
the loading, yeah.
Yeah,
To
we
me-
all see that all too often is the loading. They'll show it at the end. The one thing I did notice with each video is they showed their movable elements at the
Yeah,
ends of
which
their
is
video.
so cute.
Yeah.
To me, the little buffering thing looked like a nail wheel because I guess I just
Oh,
can't.
yeah.
I can't.
see it
stop
too many
thinking about
times.
nails. Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
cool. She does have some there it is. You can see
Yeah,
it.
there we are. It's buffering.
Spinning oh, it's loading, it's
Yeah.
loading. Pretty soon you can go on your ride. So
Yeah.
it's like a virtual coaster.
It is, and then in the background, she did the little coding just to kind of bring the point home. that
Yeah.
it was,
So
virtual
super
reality.
cute. Love that she mixed her hand painting with using that 3D element.
Exactly.
And I mean her chick in the middle there, she's pretty cute.
She's really,
That's
really well
really good.
done. I think that was a good call.
That was tough.
Yeah.
Dana Cecil, our squirrel girl. Dana and the squirrel girl.
Yeah.
I love this picture I chose because it's of Lily. And she put, Lily, my emotional lyrical dancer. She's beautiful. There were some other pictures on her page this week too she had another picture of Lily and I almost had to take them both.
Yeah.
Because she really seems like a little artistic soul.
Yeah.
She has this one picture that she captured of this beautiful like look she was giving, but I thought the dancer one was just so cute.
Her daughter's gonna take after her and be
I
artistic.
think so. She's
like
going to be
saying.
artistic.
Yeah,
Well, she already is.
Yeah, she's gonna
so,
be
and I knew Mama would be proud to see her little Lily up there.
Totally.
And now we have, of course, Dana's video submission for hers.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
she did more of a mega three-dimensional,
Right.
realistic kind of ride.
Right, and she did those swings, like those hanging swings, which I kind of like because she was saying in her video that she really thinks they're actually calming, and I think that's actually a calming
I
ride
always
too.
loved those swings.
I do too, because a
You
roller
never grow up.
coaster, right, is not calming, but this is.
Yeah.
So she did the cute roller coaster in the background, and then the nail tips are actually coming off of the top of that swing thing. And what's cool is that the park is inspired by NTNA because it's
I know,
it's the
it's
ride
cute.
of your life.
The ride of your life. But I love
You
it.
think
She
you're
says
gonna die.
everyone wins a prize
Yeah,
here.
yeah. So I thought that was cute. So all their faces you can
Yeah.
see are on this side. Of
You could
the
see how
swing.
many details went into this. Look, she even had like wires and
Her
contraptions.
husband made that for her.
That's incredible.
Which is so sweet. Team effort.
Yeah.
And then they're in the. She put them in the little cars, and they go down the roller coaster.
I love it. There it is in motion.
Jeez.
Too cute.
Yeah, amazing.
Very creative,
Amazing.
very artistic.
Yeah.
And aren't even all of these little images are of her and the
Yeah,
girls.
they're the
Like all the
contestants.
contestants'
Absolutely. It's
images
so
are
cute.
on there.
It's so cute.
I love it. I think
Yeah.
it's amazing.
Yeah.
So artistic. 3D isn't easy.
No, and this 4D gel is a new product, so I do give
Completely
them a
new medium.
lot. Exactly, I give them a lot of credit because they didn't have experience with it before.
Yeah.
So it's kind of cool.
Watching them work with it makes me want to play with it.
Doesn't it? I
It
mean,
kind of
it's
looks like a little silly putty-ish.
Exactly. No, it was really captivating for me
Yeah.
to watch it. Yeah.
It's cool stuff.
Yeah.
Haley, our winner.
The champ.
Yeah, Fortenberry. So I always do Haley's memes because I love her
Totally, 'cause she's
memes.
good at them.
And this one actually was personal again to me because I love Chex Mix. But I'm that person who does eat one of the variation out of it. So this one is, Rye Chip, how are you so beloved by all? It's quite simple, really. I'm better than you. I am better than all of you. So that one Rye Chip, apparently in this meme, they think that that's the one that gets. I like the Chex.
Oh yeah,
Like,
the Chex
I
are
want
my
somebody
favorite,
to make me a
actually.
bag of just the Chex with
Yeah.
the seasoning and get rid of all the other
yeah,
crap.
I know. I like the Chex one.
You'd
too.
think they'd have a version like that.
Yeah.
This is my go, though. This is where I'm going to get deep now.
Okay.
Because this also spoke to me a little bit on some stuff I was seeing on the internet.
Oh.
So we're gonna go deep
Okay.
because it's very clear that the competition is getting stressful. It's getting tight. We're down to a few, but there seems to be a little bit of, I don't know what to call it. I'll make it a fun name. A little snarky thing going on Facebook. And I'm gonna give you ladies Elaine's advice from this side of it,
Yeah.
from the viewer, because I'm not in it. I don't know
Right,
what's going
right,
on.
right.
So, there's been some alluding to somebody not playing nice with others and maybe making some comments. The irony in it is I've never seen what the nasty comments were. So this is how viewers perceive what's going on.
Right.
So without seeing the snarky comment, you see the bonding or making a little poke at the snarky comment as they bond together against the evil. Right, the evil doer. But this is where my advice comes in. Don't do it, ladies. Don't get sucked in. I posted on one of them. Don't get sucked in because the viewer or the person reading didn't see the snarky comment. All we're seeing is the jabs at the snarky comment. It kind of like brings you down when you weren't the one even involved. Like maybe it was at you and it shouldn't have been.
Right.
Like no haters. Like move on. People
Right.
use the internet to have a faceless stab at people.
Right,
And I
right.
learned it when I did Nailed It.
Oh, yeah.
When I was on the TV show Nailed It, I decided I would never go online and read comments that were made on each episode or on me.
Right.
Because human nature, it hurts and you want to comment and you have to rise above. You
Right.
can't make a statement about it. You can't even acknowledge it because when you do, you give the evil person the gratification that you saw it and they got to you.
Right.
You know, so it's better to say
Right.
nothing and let them think, "Ugh, I never saw it. You're
Yeah.
out of my league.
Yeah.
I'm not looking at you."
No, totally. That's
So-
good advice. Yeah. And I think, you know, these women have all been putting themselves out there. Like they
For
are
sure.
so public facing, whether they like it or not, or whether
Yeah.
that was intention or not.
Yeah.
And it just, you know, it's kind of almost like the downside of being in such a public competition. You
It
really
is.
do put you're vulnerable. So
It's the downside of being famous in the industry or any industry.
Exactly.
You're opening yourself up to haters. It's just
Exactly.
how the internet
Right,
works. It's
right.
bullying. I'm anti-bullying. I'm one of those people who, you know, won't stand for it with children, with anybody.
Mm-hmm.
So this isn't, I'm not punishing them. I'm punishing the bully. But you don't get to see the full picture is what I'm
Right,
saying. And
exactly.
if I can't see the bully's message, it kind of degrades the championing against it.
Right.
So just ignore it.
Right.
It's not in your
Totally.
league. You are so talented.
Right.
You've made it this far. Nothing anybody says should have that kind of power over you.
Exactly.
So that's my
Exactly.
PSA.
Yes. Oh, I
Thanks
love
for the
it.
Chex Mix, Haley. I'm gonna go get me some now. So here's Haley's video of her amazing adventure. I'm just gonna call her Sweet Adventure.
Yeah, so Haley has multiple moving parts. We said we wanted to see at least one. She has several. So she has like a little jawbreaker ride that spins around. She has this ice cream cone that has a cherry in it that kind of toggles back and forth. And she described it as aggressively moves back and forth because it really does. And then she has a truffle roller coaster that you can kind of like roll the marble down. And then she has, it looks like a little cupcake tray that spins around and the Ferris wheel.
I'm gonna say it's funny that this is the video that Jan and Eureka make the comment about her video, because I remember when I was watching, there was a great teaching moment in here.
Yeah.
When she does that upside down
Right.
ice cream, she uses a ball of tin foil
Right.
that she makes a ball out of
Right.
and then coats it in the purple ice
Right.
cream and builds the ice cream around, and then
Right.
she went in and pulled some of the foil
Yeah.
out.
No,
and
it's
there's
great.
so many people who don't know how to do 3D art.
Exactly.
And that would have been a really good teaching moment for somebody who maybe wants to get into doing this.
Yeah. So really cute, sweet adventures. A lot of candy this week. I think.
I know.
I think the gel
Candy and ice
tube-
cream. Ice cream cones always work into a competition
Right.
somewhere.
I think the gel 2 colors were like sweets inspired, and that's why we're seeing so much candy. But yeah, there's a lot. A new recurring theme this week. Yeah.
I like all the comments in the chat. I just want to
Sure.
throw it out there because
Go for it.
everybody is agreeing. Haters are going to hate.
Yep.
Let's ignore them.
Yep.
I like that. And that's why I love our viewers, because haters
Yes.
don't come in our chat.
Right.
For
No,
some
it's
reason,
so
we've gotten
good.
lucky. I
so
think
good.
they'd get run out by all of the niceness anyways. They wouldn't be able to take it for a minute.
Valerie just said the funniest comment. She says it's PMS week.
Oh, no.
That's all the chocolate.
Yeah, exactly. I was going to say it is every week for somebody
That's
in this
hilarious.
group.
I
love
thought she
it.
was talking about the chocolate. I thought that was funny.
know.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Yeah, all this candy.
That's hilarious,
Yeah,
Valerie.
I
Oh my
love
God,
it.
That's hilarious.
See, and now here we are with Hemi's. We're getting into another ice cream. I love. She's cracking me up. So
Yeah.
Hemi's picture this week, crack up. She's at the dentist office. She says her dentist gives her a cool shade to wear for filling. So she finally fixed her chipped tooth from during pre-challenge
Oh my
back
God.
in October. Poor thing.
Oh my
She's been
God.
so busy
I know.
doing
I'm
NTNA
so
and her
sorry.
life and everything
Yeah,
that
oh my
she
Lord.
finally only just now is able to get to the
poor
dentist.
thing.
But how cute is she with her little bib and her little cat ears?
Adorable.
I know.
As always.
Super cute.
Yeah.
So here is Hemi's video submission. Let's check it out. So back on the ice cream thing, because it's coming
Yep.
up. She's got that. And I love also, and I don't know what order I watched the video, I love that she did the macaroon.
The macaron is like
I wanna go
was-
get some macaroons.
Exactly. My mouth was watering, Hemi, when you were making
Yeah.
that macaron, and it spins, which is really cute.
Yep.
And then the bottom, I love how the base of the snail is like the Rolling Stones looking tongue.
Yeah,
with,
the
like,
tongue and all
the
these like jelly
sweet
beans and
dripping off of it. And again, like you were saying, Elaine, hand painting skills and 3D skills.
Yep.
And then of course the cat. She
I
was
know.
like, I had to put the
That's,
cat.
She's got her personality in there by
Exactly.
adding the cat. I
Totally.
love that she threw a cat in there. See, this definitely says Hemi.
Exactly.
Personal
It's
touches.
so
It doesn't
Hemi.
always have to say NTNA, or it doesn't always
No.
have to say the
Sponsor.
brand name.
Right.
But your like Dana, throw a squirrel in there.
I know, where was
Let's
the
see a
squirrel
squirrel,
theme part,
Dana.
I'm
She should have had a
surprised.
squirrel on a ride.
Squirrel land.
Yeah.
Next time.
Jinx.
All right. You buy the macaron.
I know. We'll have a bunch of with our mixed drinks. Oh, Costa Silas. This was funny because I learned something new. I didn't know they got snow in Greece.
I didn't know that either.
Maybe in the higher elevations,
Yeah.
but I mean, I've been to Athens so many times, and I know she's in Athens, but so this picture was hysterical because it's from January 2017, but it's supposed to be Olaf.
It looks like Olaf.
It's Olaf.
Cute.
Yeah, from the cute cartoon. So adorable. I wonder how long he lasted. He probably didn't last half the day. You can tell the snow was already melting.
Yeah, it looks kind of dry around it. But
Yeah, it's pretty cute. Well done with the Olaf. So here is Costadina's video submission. Let's check that out.
So it's another candy park. And then she also did multiple movable components. So
Yeah.
she has an ice cream swing, a cupcake roller coaster, another like spinning swingy, and then this donut slide, which looks amazing, and then a light up component in the top corner, and again showed us hand painting skills with that background. That is pretty awesome. In addition to all this sculpting
She has a lot
skills.
going on in there.
There's
like,
a lot here.
This is an example of where you can tell that there was a lot of time taken.
There was, and yeah, and I mean, all these remind me of Candyland.
I
You know what I'm saying?
I know the game.
The game,
when
yeah.
we were little. Totally
Yeah.
does. There, she's showing now the movable parts. Look at the donut.
That donut is awesome. I want a donut. I'm really hungry.
Donuts are my weakness.
God, they're so good. Yeah, it's so cute though, because I mean, these are elaborate pieces.
There's
with
the
all
swinging
the
ice cream
movement.
cone.
Yeah.
She
And
put
there's
a
her, like-
lot of thought into this in
mean,
each of those
shoot.
movable parts.
Yeah. And
Here
there's, like, a
comes the light, I
crank.
think. Oh, nope,
Yeah.
there's the crank. Okay,
Yeah.
there's the little, oh my goodness.
Amazing. And then she dims it to
There's
show you
the light.
which is really cool.
Clever on the part of her video.
Absolutely.
To dim the light.
Absolutely.
Well played,
Absolutely,
because
'cause how else
otherwise
could
you
we see
totally
it?
would have missed that.
Exactly. Absolutely.
Well done,
Beautiful.
Costadina. So now we're going to our little mon chéri,
Oh, very
Valerie.
nice.
This was so cute. Valerie with the kids.
It is
She
cute.
says, "Good Sunday morning. We're going to finish my project 7 for the NTNA. Go, go, go. I think I would stay to sleep, but I'm a fighter, so I'm going. Bijou, friends." And I took a little French in high school.
I did too.
Yeah, but I had to look up bijou. And it means kiss.
Kiss.
I didn't know
So
bijou. I
cute.
know like je t'aime and all that,
Oh,
but I
yeah.
didn't know bijou was kiss. So I'm gonna use bijou from now on.
Aw,
Yeah,
that's
very cute.
beautiful.
I love it. I love listening to her talk on her
my
videos. We're
Lord,
just gonna put it
my
out that.
favorite.
Yeah.
She like sings everything.
Yeah, French people
So
could talk
good.
trash and still sound
I
like
know.
so beautiful. Really.
I know. No, she's really excited in her video because she was like, I love sweets. I mean,
Yeah.
I think all these women had a lot of fun.
Let's go to her video because
Yeah.
she has a lot going on
Yeah,
too.
this is a lot.
Hers, and again, I mean, I really again wonder, do they all have like their brains linked up together? Because
Right.
as you'll see in this video submission, she's got some ice cream cones too.
Totally.
Isn't that like 4 out of the
It's a lot.
6?
It's a lot.
I'm
yeah.
gonna check while
Yeah.
the video is playing. While you talk, I'm gonna
Okay,
look.
so
I'm counting the
sugar-
ice cream cones.
So Sugar Rush. So we have candy apples constructed on some of the tips. And then she's doing a bunch of the ice cream cones. And then we see she has a cute little, I actually love her chocolate, her gel tube chocolate bar that she's making there.
Oh yeah.
And it's kind of like drizzling, like melty. I feel like the whole of this overall piece looks very like nice and gooey and like melty.
Yeah.
Like it's a nice soft take on
Very
candy.
realistic on some of these candies.
Exactly. And then she has the woman who's like, her eyes are spinning because she's so cracked out on
Sugar
sugar.
rush.
That's how I look after eating.
I know, I think so too. I think everybody
Yeah,
does.
yeah.
Hers had a lot going on. So I checked. Ashton and Dana were the only two
Two
that
that
did
didn't
not
do
have
the
an ice
candy.
cream cone, which is so funny because it always takes me back to Nailed It. It was the one episode that we actually had some bickering on it, and it was because 2 girls are sitting at the table making the same ice cream cone. And you're sitting at the same table, and it became, we called it the ice cream wars. because they were making the same nails.
This
So, like,
week
you
is
guys
the
are
ice
sitting
cream
across from each other. You
wars.
can't blame these girls because they're not in the same room.
No, they're not.
But clearly their brains, because they're all in it together, must be linked in some magical way.
They're too close.
It's
They're
too
close
funny.
at this point.
So we haven't visited the chat.
No, we haven't. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, we've kind of neglected you. I would love to see what some of you guys have to say. And then, of course, if you have any questions.
Twyla says, beautiful workmanship, Valerie. Love the colors and the design. Workmanship is a good word to describe these nails this week.
Definitely.
Because it was hard work. And they all looked so beautiful. I just want to stress, this week I felt like we had...
It was a hard week.
It was hard, and they all looked so great. You guys all put so much work in.
But I think it was fun. I want to say well
fun.
done on this this topic because it was a fun topic.
It was so much fun.
Valerie did use the jetam, and she knows how to write it right.
She also says it took her 10 hours of video to turn into 5 minutes. So that's the kind of work these ladies have to do.
Yeah.
I mean, it's amazing.
You have to be a video editor, a
Nail tech.
image editor.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Right, absolutely.
Richard says he got diabetes watching this.
Oh my God, I want diabetes.
Totally.
I want to eat
now.
some sugar
I'm like,
now.
I think when we go for lunch after this, we have to have dessert.
I know, because I didn't have breakfast. Now I'm like, gosh, donuts.
Yeah, maybe we have to stop at a separate breakfast.
Okay.
We'll see where Richard picks for lunch today. We gotta have some dessert.
Throw your lunch suggestions in the comments. Just kidding.
So now we have to go to the design lab.
Okay, which is not candy.
No candy at all, thank God.
No food.
Let's take it up a notch and get us out of diabetes land here. So we do have a winner of last week's because, as you all recall, it was between Trish Johnson and Lisa Waitsman, which was hard for them because they're friends too. Everybody's friends.
Right, right.
So congratulations to Lisa, our champion of champions. This girl is fighting her way. She was the first one out.
Yeah.
Right?
No, she wasn't the first one out.
Oh, no, it was Jennifer.
Right.
Jennifer was out, and then Lisa went out, and they battled. But it was the first battle.
Exactly, the first last chance.
So she has had to do every battle.
Yeah.
My hat goes off to you, girl.
I know, and I love this winning look. It's the lowrider car.
Yeah.
I mean, so freaking
She is so creative
cool.
at doing these like little 3D elements and tying it all together in a unique way.
Right, and it's funny to me because when I knew of her before the contest, I knew of her as a hand painter. So I was like, oh, she's a great hand painter. But like, I feel like this year she's just showing us time and time again, I can do 3D.
I can do more.
Just as well, if not better, than I can hand paint. I mean, crazy good.
Yeah. So we can't help but be like, way to go, underdog.
And this was against Sammy, not Trish, I think, because Lisa's correcting us.
Oh, oh, I had that messed up. It was Sammy.
Yeah.
Oh, my first mistake.
It's okay.
Chalk it up to 2 weeks and straight going to London, coming
travel.
back, catching a cold. It's been and I'm taking off again.
I know.
Yeah. So the contestants now battling it out, of course, are Jenna and Lisa, and so I still do a Snoopy Snoop on them. So let's start with that first.
Snooping.
And I like to start with the person who won the week before. So we're going to start with Lisa. And this was a post from February 23rd. Because sometimes I have to dig. These girls are busy and they're not always posting.
Totally.
But I love the double frickin' rainbow is what she says on that. Double frickin' rainbow.
Funny.
And then, of course, Jenna, super cute picture. She called this
such a cute picture.
After Hours Nail Nerding.
It became a thing.
Yeah.
She started a
nail
movement.
nerding. We started a movement. She almost looks like, because this is me going back to pretty girl.
She
almost looks like, even with the goofy,
I know, it doesn't make
Snapchatty
her look
thing.
goofy.
She looks like she's doing a skincare ad.
Exactly. Oh, Jenna.
Yeah, Jenna.
Model.
Too beautiful.
Yeah.
So now, because it was Jenna's week out, right?
Right.
What was the theme?
Right. So loosely based on the 2 negatives make a positive, and in this case, very loosely. Because BioCB Gel wanted to see a very airy design, we took the idea of the elements. So, you know, fire,
great idea,
water, earth, and said choose one of those and do your nail based on one of the other elements. No air was allowed because it's kind of the negative space.
Yeah.
And they could have chosen the same element, but I kind of like that they didn't.
Yeah.
So it was very different. So yeah, so we had Jenna showing us a really cute dragon, which is fire.
And I have, actually on the next page, I did put their description.
Cool.
since we have the time. Yeah.
Awesome.
So Jenna says she picked the element of fire because it describes her. I live my life every day like it would be my last day and always fight to be better. Fire is warm and dangerous. I took inspiration from my Danish and Swedish roots from an old saga in Nordic mythology. This dragon holds a huge treasure in its heart. For me, that treasure would be my nail art, my deepest passion. I made it look like it's exploding in fire out of the chest of the dragon. I burned a stiletto nail tip and molded it into shape, so you can actually wear it on your thumb. Fire from the mouth would be too obvious, so I made the wings and the spine out of fire with the shellac shades, electric orange, and banana clips. A little glitter and duo chameleon chrome pigment were used for the body and completed the design with Swarovski elements.
Yeah.
And I love that she clarified that, because I'm going to admit my first impression when I saw this, when I was reading it, you know, that she chose fire, and then I was like, but he doesn't have fire coming out of his mouth. So kudos to you for not doing that, because that would have been obvious.
Right.
Yeah,
And
well
it's still
done.
a really pretty dragon, like all
Yeah.
the chrome and all the crystals. It's
Yeah,
just beautiful.
that choice of that metallic purple.
Yeah,
Oh,
and the mist.
so cool.
It's kind of cool.
Very cool.
Yeah, and then Lisa chose
Lisa.
water, which again, she's in San Diego, so it kind of
Mm-hmm.
doesn't surprise me that she did this. But she chose water, and her son is an avid surfer and has been in the water since he was just a few months old. The first time he placed his little baby feet on a board, he was at the mere age of 4. His entire life revolves around surfing, and it is truly therapeutic to him. I am not a surfer myself, but I also take therapy in going to the beach on occasion and just watching the waves crash. I do find peace and tranquility in watching the surfers glide through the water and having the sound of the ocean completely drown out all background noise. That sound brings me back down to earth when I have the most stressful of days. So for this week's challenge, my inspiration comes from my son, Jacob.
Yeah, and if you follow her on social media, she wrote about it.
Yeah.
And said it was really emotional.
It was. She turned it in. She said, I cried. Like,
Yeah.
which I just love that she's showing like this very tender piece. You know, I loved it.
She's putting all of her.
They are.
All of it. She's putting it all out there. She's throwing it in there.
'Cause she
She's
still has a
making it
chance.
personal.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. And I think I personally do. My husband surfs.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, he hasn't done it in a while though, because I won't let him go without his surfing partner.
Yeah, good.
But so I know this is the green room. This is
Yeah.
what they call the green room when
Oh,
a
yeah,
wave is
there's-
folding and you're
over
inside
them.
of it.
Okay, cool.
I thought when I saw this, a creative way of using that nail tip, and how
absolutely.
super cute is little Jacob on that.
I know. It's so cute.
Yeah. And then she has a friend who took the artwork on Facebook and like animated the
Katie
water.
did it.
Was
which
it
is
Katie
super
Barnes?
Cool. No, Katie
Oh.
Lawrenson.
Okay.
Who was in the competition last year? But yeah,
Okay.
so cool.
Yeah,
I think it
she
was Katie.
made the
They'll correct
water
me.
moving.
Yeah.
You have to go look on the
Yeah,
page just
yeah,
to see
yeah.
that extra bit. It came out really cool. So super good luck to both of you.
Yeah,
Can't
this
wait
is
to see
another
who
hard
wins.
week. I feel like the last chances get harder and harder,
Yeah.
as do the regular challenges. But that's on Jan. So.
Yeah, I know. I
Yeah.
would be like, poor Jan.
Yeah.
How do you decide
Yeah.
every week? It's getting so hard. So now this brings me to the fun part of the show.
Okay, totally.
Now I'm at prom.
Okay, so I just want to preface this. This week's Super Scoop is going to be about KUPA, because your challenge is next. So contestants, you're in the chat room, or even if you're not a contestant, maybe you're considering competing. Nail Olympia is coming up next week in Houston.
Yeah.
You guys, Elaine is the judge for next week for KUPA's NTNA challenge. This is a rare opportunity. It's the only time we've ever had a judge who can answer questions and ask and give advice. So I want to hear some good questions.
Me too.
And then I have a couple I can start you off with.
Super.
But let's go through your
Let's explain
super scoop.
the super scoop.
Yeah.
So the super scoop now, and this was personal for
Totally.
me.
Elaine helped us carve out this
we have to
challenge,
pick
which
out
is
what the
awesome.
challenge is,
Yeah.
and of course it has to be all about KUPA. But it
Yes.
was also personal to me.
Right.
So we have supplied the top 6 with a Manny Pro passport. So congratulations
generous.
to the people that were in the top 6, even
Absolutely.
though only 5 of them are actually competing in our challenge, because unfortunately somebody is going to be knocked off.
Right.
But the 6 of them all got our amazing Manny Pro passport.
So cool.
And then, so for this challenge, we want to see them combine 2 techniques to create your work of art. The judges want you to use the E-file and bits to carve out a unique nail shape that will be part of your masterpiece. The artwork you're creating on 5 actual nails can be either tip overlay or sculptured and must be created with at least 4 of the 8 we provided.
That's so nice.
DipFinity triptych color acrylic powders. We provided pink, white, and clear. Pink, white, and clear can also be used.
Right.
We're not limiting them.
Good.
Rhinestones and glitter may be used. Paint may also be used to accent your art, but should not be the focus. So all of us judges want to see some acrylic mastery skills.
Absolutely.
Yeah. The resulting artwork should be inspired by my favorite artist, which is Salvador Dali,
right.
which is the theme we called All Dollied Up.
Right. So
Kudos
cute.
to Nails for coming up with that title because it's so adorable.
Thank you.
So this means that the artwork should be surrealist in nature and should integrate the shape of the nail into the actual artwork. So 5 to 7 minute video diary of your process and inspiration will be required, and make sure to include your video how you shaped your nails and include a 300-word description.
Okay, so that's a lot. So let's kind of break it down. So we want to see acrylic mastery, and we want to see a really unique, cool shape of the nail that blends into the art, and the art overall should be surrealist.
Right.
Inspired.
So I really want to explain. Elaine's priority in judging this, here's where you guys get lucky. If you're in the chat, you're hearing it live, or you're going to watch it later. My priority is KUPA's amazing Manny Pro Passport and the bits that we provided. You guys up to this point have already done a lot of different mediums, and you've done acrylic nails, and you know, while it is a nail competition, I have yet to see anybody ever focus on not just etching out the shape of the nail, but piling on that acrylic and etching that out as well. So I'm not looking for a lipstick shape or a stiletto shape. I am looking for some details carved into it, almost like somebody took woodworking tools and went in there and carved around.
Agreed.
And because we're so unique in the fact that we have our amazing E-files, that makes this challenge a little more fun and unique in a way.
Totally. In that video, we're going to see how they use the E-file to make those shapes, which I can't wait to see how they used it.
I know. I can't wait either.
Right.
But before I show you a little inspiration and before I take your questions, I do have a special video I want to share.
Okay.
This is actually a surprise for Richard. I didn't tell him. He probably saw it. He's all over social media, right? So this is a video that I caught of Hemi. She actually unboxed her, the gift that we send for each of them and what they have to use for the challenge. And so she did this cute little video where she even added a little like animals and stuff and did this great video. And I didn't write it in our notes, but her comment was like something along the lines of, what did I do to deserve all this?
Yeah, she did say that.
And I'm like, oh my goodness, how sweet is that?
Right, you made it to the top 6. That's what you did. You worked your ass off.
Yes, you did. And you've earned it.
And it's cute because they're white, and then we were debating on the colors.
Yes.
Yeah, it was like there was so much detail.
I know. We have so many colors to choose from, and I'm going to tell you why I gave you white.
Right.
Because you're artists, and I'm fully expecting you guys to do something to that case. You can rhinestone it. You can do 3D acrylic on it. Yeah, do something to that case. Don't let it stay plain.
Yeah.
Before the questions, I did include last minute with my team 2 very inspirational pictures, and this is why I love the incorporation of Salvador Dali and surrealism in nail art. This image goes back to Nail Olympia 2009.
Wow.
Division 2 Fantasy Nail Art. This is Zana Zidkova.
Oh my gosh.
I can't even remember which European country.
Where is she from?
She could have been Ukraine or Russia.
Okay.
This was her full body submission in the image. And then, so when you walked towards what she had done, it looked like a man with a monocle. And when you got up close, it wasn't a man with a monocle at all. The 2 hands came together, and they were these little tiny naked bodies that all came together to build the monocle and to build the parts of it. So it was how all of those nails came together and how they were arranged that made it look like that face. So that's where I'm saying I want it like surrealism in some way.
Totally.
Isn't that
Absolutely.
cool?
That is a really cool piece.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, great.
So,
Okay, so I'm going to kick it off.
Yeah.
I have a question for you that I've been dying to ask from a few weeks ago.
Oh, okay.
So the challenge is Salvador Dali. But if you recall, we had a contestant who
Yeah.
already did something Salvador Dali. So
Yeah.
what's your advice to Ashton for kind of like doing something different? Because we can't see this, we can't see the same.
No.
Again, you don't want
it's
that,
more
right?
about the surrealism.
Right.
He's just an artist who has
did
done,
that.
who is so
Right.
notable
Right.
in it, but there's countless others. And of course, you know, it's not about you copying somebody else's work. It's about you
Right.
coming up with something.
Right.
So yeah, we had a little giggle at that because
Right.
we knew.
Right, and I was like so shocked. I'm
Yeah.
like, what are the odds of that?
I know, what are the odds?
Yeah. Okay, so let's see. Any other questions from the contestants? So far, no. I don't believe so.
Wow, I'm shocked.
I
would
know,
expect it. Listen,
I
this is
know.
your chance to find out anything you may not be sure about.
Yeah.
So I'm all, okay, so if you have no questions, I'm going to give you some advice.
Perfect. I love
Um,
advice.
The other thing I'm looking for is that video. I'm not going to lie.
You got it.
We've heard it enough times. I am in front of a camera all the time with KUPA. I have my own group of paparazzi now since joining the company.
Right.
And I am fortunate enough that I've picked up and learned a lot about being on camera through the years.
Right.
And no doubt doing that television show was a big help. So when you do your video, please dig down. Like, it's acting. I'm not gonna lie. Some days you get in
Right.
front of the, you know, you
Right.
just, I
And
want to
you
be
don't
like,
feel like
I'm
it.
tired
Yeah,
or
totally.
I'm hungover.
Yeah.
I always, right before the camera goes on, am like, energy.
Right,
And
right.
so convey that. And when you're talking about your piece, like smile, even if you're not on camera, because when you smile, your voice changes. And, you know, watch TV differently. I watch hosts of television shows differently than I used to because I like to take a little bit of their
Right,
intro
right.
or their exit and how they manage a TV show.
Right.
And for those of you who aren't the competitors, there may be, because we're working on it, a little fun in Orlando at our KUPA, our little
Yes.
KUPA section at
Yes.
the award ceremony and the
Yes.
networking event where we're going to make all of you the star.
Exactly. I'm so excited. For
I know,
that.
I
Yeah.
am really excited.
Right.
I don't want to give too much of that away, but I do want to tease
In the
it.
coming weeks, we will be
Yeah.
talking about it. Though.
So
yeah.
I'll give you some tips if you're going to be there. But yeah, you guys have gotten this far. You're more than likely going to be that top 3 up on that stage.
Right.
So just presence is
Yes.
something to practice
Yes.
and think about
Yes.
and apply. So I am going to put as much weight on that video as I am going to
Good.
put on that set of nails.
Good, and I think that's such good advice because when they get to Orlando, there's nothing that's filmed. You're in person. You're in
Live.
person, live.
Live.
You know, on that stage, maybe
Yeah.
doing interviews with KUPA, with other members
Yeah.
of the press. People are going to be filming you left and right.
If you trip, laugh. Have a good time about it.
Yeah.
Seriously, like
There's no filters.
Yeah, it's live. In
Yeah.
fact, Hemi knows this really well.
Right.
Hemi, I'm calling you out, girlfriend. Hemi, our stage was so little last year at Olympia, Texas, that even with my podium pushback, I knew if I took one step back, I would go, you know, teacup over kilter.
Yeah, yeah.
So I made them put a table behind me, but our poor competitors had this little space to walk up in front of my podium and then stand to receive the awards. Hemi stepped tiny bit too far back and went off the stage.
Oh, no.
And my immediate joke with Hemi was she landed like a cat, like cat
course she did.
reflexes,
She's a
because
cat.
she totally landed
Yeah.
perfectly.
Yeah.
But the brilliant thing about her, she laughed it off. And she got right back up on stage. And when she came back up, she almost did it again, and we laughed about it again. So you're going to be live. Don't take everything seriously. Do everything with a smile. We're human, so show that human side. But yeah, video submission is important to me.
It is so important. Yeah, and so I think you were saying too when we were going over the rules that they could use a couple other things because you only sent so many colors. So they could use other brands for some of the color choices.
Yeah.
So your advice on incorporating the KUPA products with maybe some non-KUPA products? I
Yeah.
think you said you wanted to see the
majority.
percentage.
Higher
Okay.
percentage should be our products, of course, because it's our submission.
Right.
But I kind of didn't want to limit their artistic
understand
ability. Like, I wanted to allow you all to unleash your artistic ability. I feel like when you are cut down to this little amount of stuff you can use, it really limits your artistic ability.
Right.
And, you know, like I said, to me, the E-file, you know, is the
hero,
homecoming
the
queen
hero.
in this competition.
Okay, got it,
So,
got it.
Using all the other stuff really is going to sort of accentuate what you can do with that E-file.
Awesome. And so another fun question I have for you. So the winner of your challenge gets some really cool prizes. They get a bunch of
The
powders.
rest of the
right.
triptych.
Right. And so that's kind of cool. And so do you think, could you give us any hints, or like, do you guys have any ideas of like maybe other cool things your winner might get, like in the future, down the road? Like, I mean, have you been talking about that? I'm being a journalist now.
Yeah, you're being
trying
a journalist.
To scoop you.
No, there will be, but we haven't. I mean, because we've even come up, since we started this competition, we have other products we've added to the line.
That's true.
Yeah, and then we're continuously working on other stuff for the line. So I don't know. I'm thinking that, you know, fingers crossed, there could be a mega super awesome gift to the absolute winner.
Oh, so the overall winner.
Yeah.
Oh,
but
I like
don't
that.
know.
Okay.
Richard and I haven't discussed it, but boy, I would love the awesome super maybe biggest, newest. He's looking in chat.
He's trying to avoid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's, you know, with us, you know, when you're creating and inventing and patenting and coming out with new stuff for the KUPA company, the timeline isn't always where you want it to be, but yeah, and it's even something I've been talking to Jan about, so we'll see. So that's my super teaser, not so much just the winner. Of course, the winner of this challenge gets amazing loot, but yeah, we have to do something for the mega awesome #1 winner.
I love that. No,
and to me, it has to be the most mega awesome thing.
I agree with you.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have a good question here from Phyllis. She says, "Are you still hosting next Wednesday?" Even though you're a judge.
That's
if
good
so,
question.
I know, right? If yes, are you afraid you might give something away?
Okay, so
that's a really good question, Phyllis.
We won't know who won yet.
Right.
Right. Oh.
But you'll know who you.
I'll know who I have chose, but
best.
I won't know who you all have.
Right.
Because you know we don't compare our scores. I will
Exactly.
submit. So you guys have to get the reality of Elaine's world on this, because it's kind of funny.
Exactly.
When we booked NTNA and picked, you know, the week, we of course wanted a week where we weren't giving away 12 E-files, because really expensive gift.
Yeah.
So we chose, you know, the week we chose. Well, we didn't look at the calendar when we did it, and it wasn't until actually last week when you caught this. We're all going to be in Italy next week. I fly out Monday for Bologna. I'm actually, for the first time, not going to be at a Nail Olympia competition. Unfortunately, the Texas show, when it was scheduled at the same time as Cosmo Prof Bologna. And in, you know, in the manufacturing world, Cosmo Profs are like mega super most important, especially if you're the executive VP of a company.
Right.
So, here's Elaine's schedule. I will be getting in a Lyft from my home, which gives me an hour in the car, where Beth and I will be communicating, because the submissions will have been due by 2. Don't be late, ladies, because you're gonna kill me.
10 a.m. You gotta get them
10
in so
a.m.
we can get everything to Elaine.
Yeah, because she thinks that by 2 I should have it.
I
So
hope so.
I will be hotspotting my computer in my car. When I get to the airport, I will go through security. I will be finishing judging, which at that time you will have already sent me all of my images, and I will have to do this entire production. There's so much to producing this show every week.
There really is.
There's 40 some odd images, 5 videos that I have to make sure are all in order for my production team.
Right.
So we have to do all of this before we get on the plane. And then we land, of course, in Italy on Tuesday. On Wednesday is the NTNA recap show. So I will have to be live from Italy on camera, while
crazy.
Beth will be sitting here next to my
Beth
poor
will not
empty.
be in Italy.
Yeah, my
Beth
poor
doesn't get
empty
to go to
chair.
Italy.
My
Yeah.
poor empty chair.
Yeah.
We'll put something in it. We'll make it funny.
We'll memorialize
We'll put a little somebody in here.
Yeah.
And I will do it live from Italy at, I think it's 8 o'clock my time in Italy when it's 11 a.m. here. And then, yeah, so now I have, thanks Phyllis, because now I got to think about the fact that I'll know what I have chosen.
Right.
And I will judge. I will tell you how I have judged.
Yeah, I'm excited
to be honest.
to hear your feedback.
I'm going to use my real comments and give you Judge Elaine. It might hurt, it might not hurt, but it'll be valued information.
Totally.
And then, of course, next week and the week following, I'll go back to NTNA host.
Yeah. That's
Take
a good
the judge
question.
hat off. Yeah.
Ashley Spence actually asked an interesting question. And again, not a competitor, but she says she wants to compete but doesn't know where to start for nail competitions. Where should you start?
Become a nail professional.
Okay. Well, she might be.
That's all you need.
Yeah.
Just pick a competition. Of course, if you're in America, pick an American competition. Cost-wise, you know, it's a little expensive. You're going to need to get to the competition. Where to start is just one foot in front of the other. Go.
Yeah.
It's that blind fear, I think, that stops people from competing.
Right, because you don't know.
Yeah. My advice is always don't go in without expectations.
That's a good one.
Yeah, if you go into it going, oh, I really want to win, I really want to win, you're adding a whole element of stress that you're already going to have, because the categories are timed. You have to be done by a certain time, so you're going to be stressed out on finding a model, you know, making the time, what is the score going to be. So if you add the I really want to win, I really want to win, you're just going to add another element of stress you don't need. Go in it as a sponge and talk to your other competitors. They all really are so nice, especially the USA comp is still new and young, and so it's a little smaller, and they all were talking and communicating and giving ideas and helping each other.
Yeah.
Whereas in London, we have 100 tables and they're filled for each competition. So it gets really strict and quiet and really tense there.
Right.
But if you do the US, talk to the competitors. They have all kinds of amazing tips and tricks to doing your nails in a competition setting. And then from there, you know, if you want to continue, take competition classes.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think Ashley, a good advice that Elaine touched on is definitely talk to other competitors, pick their brains. If you're in this chat, it's a good place to start. You have other competitors. And there's also like even smaller competitions. Nails Magazine does like mini masterpiece on a single tip, a mural, and those are things you just mail in. You don't have to travel. Yeah. And you can just kind of see how you stack up. You can see who else competes, who else should you be networking with, you know, but in the chats, ask more questions of people like Elaine when you have the opportunity. If you can get to a show, you know she'll be there, stop by their booth and say, hey, like I'm interested in doing this. There's so many resources with social media and the internet now.
I do have one thing to add, only because I know Nail Olympia so much, because I've been head judge of it for so many years. As far as any of the other competitions go, you'll want to communicate with their director. But for example, if you've never competed before, you come in as a novice. Right. And even if you don't think you're going to do well at, say, sculptured acrylic, do it. Because you can only go in as a novice once. Once you've competed, you then go up to Division 2. Right. If you've won, you go up to Division 3. But if you go in as a novice and you do every category, you have the opportunity to win overall. Even if you didn't place in a single comp, because when the scores are added up, you may have gotten the most points because you did the categories that get added to it. The other thing I want to say is be careful what you dabble in before that, because some competitions we view as credible competitions. Like I think yours would be.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, there are credible competitions, and so if you go into Nail Olympia having competed before in a credible competition, then you lose the novice status.
That makes sense, because then you're not new.
Right.
Right.
You can only be a novice once.
Right.
Take advantage. Do everything.
Twyla had a good point too. She said there's nail tech groups on Facebook. I know. There's like 3D Fanatics. You know, and they have little competitions within their group, which is cool too. Yeah. So there's other ways you can do it. Get your feet wet.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Reach out on Facebook to some of these top competitors.
Absolutely.
Yeah, people that win all the time, especially
Absolutely.
here in America. We have so many really amazing, talented artists that I want to name right now.
Yeah.
But the fear of missing, like not saying one of them would break my heart.
Right, totally, I understand
But yeah, if you just go online, look who have won, like look who won the Olympia last year, and reach out to them. There's one in NTNA.
Yeah, absolutely.
Jennifer Worth cleaned house.
Yeah.
Like cleaned house. I
And
know
she's
I
on this
showed that.
chat.
Yeah, I showed that picture. She had a lot of medals.
And
So
she
there's
has
your resource.
30 years of experience.
Lordy.
So
yeah, reach out to
that's
Jennifer.
Rich. Okay.
Anything
Awesome.
else?
I don't know.
Last chance, y'all.
All right. Well,
Oh, somebody, Claire Hansen, said, I'd like to see Elaine Watson do some nail artwork. You know what? The one thing, and I'll admit this because I am all about throwing out your insecurities. I've been in now manufacturing for so long, I'm doing nails less and less. And my last job, I at least was doing a lot of work on celebrities and magazine work and cover work with you guys. And so now I'm getting even more removed from the artistic
Corporate.
nail.
Yeah.
I feel like when I get an opportunity at the nail shows, it's candy. I'm at the table, I get to do some demos, but every nail demo I do, I break it apart and like nick it to death. Because I have that judge's eye.
Exactly.
It isn't like riding a bike. When you're not doing it all the time, it's not the same. The art, I think, if I had a paintbrush and some paints, that I wouldn't lose. But it really is hard to not do it so much, so often. So yeah, a little insecurity there. I always still second guess even my work. So yeah, asking me to do something at this point, I like to make money now. Like I want to make big business deals.
Gotcha.
I've developed this love for creating and doing research and development and watching a new product make, Kupa a lot of money, or, getting a new client on board. I found a new passion in the nail industry
totally
from
cool.
this side of it with my nail capabilities. So
Totally cool.
Less likely you'll see me doing nail art unless you come to some of the shows and I'm demoing.
Awesome. Yeah. All right.
So we have a winner. Rachel, who's been in the chat as Kupa, has sent me the winner of the brush kit today is Maria Anoon. Congratulations.
Congrats.
Yeah, Rachel will reach out to you, let you know how to communicate with us so that we can get you that brush kit. Congratulations. Of course, everybody else, use Nails Mag promo code at the KUPAinc.com website to get 25% off. Everything, of course, except workbooks, classes, parts and services. If you love our shows weekly, make sure you visit Kupa and like us on our Facebook page. Follow us on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter at Kupa Inc., Instagram at Kupa_TV. Of course, we have Google Plus, which is Kupa, everything, Lordy, we have everything. And then to follow Nails Magazine.
At Nails Magazine on Instagram, #Nails Magazine. NTNA.nailsmag.com or nailsmag.com is where you can see the full-length videos for each 6 of our competitors this week. So if you weren't hungry enough, you can go there and watch the videos and get really, really hungry.
Definitely
and,
should
get your
do that.
fill. Yeah,
So
absolutely.
as always, thank you, Beth,
Thank you.
for coming
It was
every
fun.
week. And
Yeah.
thanks to Nails Magazine for giving us the opportunity to do this. And always, thank you to our viewers.
Yes.
Be sure to tune in next week, Wednesday at 11 a.m.
It will be
Pacific.
interesting.
Unless you're in Bologna with me, it'll be at 8 p.m. at night for the, I think, most special week of
Definitely.
this
Definitely.
entire adventure broadcast where we will be the prom queens. So until next week, good luck to the contestants,
luck,
and we'll
you
see you next
guys.
time.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.